Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Deathstroke, issue number 1, New 52 comic review. Now, as you know, Deathstroke did have his own comic book series, and eventually would get one again during the New 52 run. Now, with volume 2 of the New 52 series, ran for 20 issues, plus an issue 0. And the cover has Deathstroke pretty much going all vendetta in that. And let's get on the story. It starts off how in Moscow, Deathstroke is confronting a sort of important Russian person, saying, "To everyone that's not easily conic, do the smart thing, and head to whatever whorehouse you spend your nights, before I cut off your reason to go there." And so, pretty much, you've got his target sort of boasting about his strength and numbers, and pretty much Deathstroke makes quick work of him. And we kind of see how he's been getting lesser work and working more as a bodyguard. And when he talks to his employer Christopher, he says, "You're gonna love the offer that just came in. Save the pitch, Christopher. What is it?" "A little assassination and discovery with a twist." And so he's been asked to sort of train a new batch of kids, and wants to know if he's really cut for it, and does prove himself that he can. So a scene with Deathstroke's new recruits, who are a bunch of kids, and Deathstroke isn't really happy, saying, "What the hell is this?" And so they point out who they are, which they're known as the Alpha Dogs. But one of them says, "I told you that name sucked." "Right, 'cause Armory is so much better. You gotta say it right." "Damn it, Christopher." And so they find out who their target is, which is a German scientist engineer who's planned to drop off some important stuff, and they're gonna take care of him airborne. And so Deathstroke pretty much knows that this is going to be one tough mission, with Christopher saying, "Good, great, I'm excited. And I know about you guys, but I'm thinking this could be the smart start of something pretty fantastic." And so we see how Deathstroke's team are getting ready for the drop-off, and even one of them sort of gives Deathstroke a lesser sort of weaponry and more sort of stealth stuff. So Deathstroke goes in with his sword, cuts down the plane, rips the door out, and sees 3 of the German scientists, which of course are meant to be Clayface clones, with Deathstroke saying, "Soldiers modified with Clayface's DNA, tough to kill. You got another idea? Huh. Oh, that's much easier." And so he pretty much gives him the briefcase and talks about what there was, and sort of leaves a hint that there was more truth going on. So of course Deathstroke gets out, and gets out of the plane before it explodes. We see how Christopher and his team are having their well-deserved meal, and them saying, "And what do you think of the up-and-coming Team Slade?" "I think there is no up-and-coming. There's only competition." "What?" "And I don't work with it." And so he pretty much murders 3 kids without any guilt, and he says, "They do have better spray." And so he pretty much confronts Christopher about the mission, and turns out that it was more like a sort of fixed one, and he points out that there is nothing else for him, that he's just too old now, and that no one really sees him as a believable threat. And Deathstroke says, "Then we have a lot of work to do. In the meantime, be a good dog and clean up the mess." And this is the story. So I think issue 1 is a little bit of a hit and miss. again, it's got the same story trying to prove yourself in the first issue. We've seen this done before, where the character tries to prove themselves, they're not a joke, they're not the outcast, and that. We've seen this before with OKKO, we've seen this before with The Boys, and really this could have focused on Deathstroke training a new squadron to go against missions, and really this could have felt more better. And I also feel this really could have had Deathstroke training the new generation of soldiers, and sort of having potential candidates for what's left of the serum that gave him his powers. This really could have been a better story. You could have had the Alpha Dogs become the new versions of Ravengers. So, in my opinion, issue 1 is a hit and miss, but it's still readable. So I think it deserves a thumbs in the middle. Kind of okay, but more of a hit and miss. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.